Hi, I'm Elaine Toland, and welcome to your invitation suite. I'm here to help you kind of walk through the basic steps of how everything works. Before you see that I have all the information, all the pieces you'll need for the invitations. You've got your belly band piece. You've got the backstock cardstock for the black for the background. The interior printed pieces. These do have small lines drawn on here to be able to know where your cut lines are. And likewise for all the information for the interior. Now these are printed reverse, so make sure you're careful where you're cut, because on the back side is all the information, on the other side you need to make sure that goes over well. To begin, you want to separate out and take out the black sheet of cardstock. Take out a handy dandy cutter tool, and you want to cut at 8 inches on the long side here. Just like that. Now you want to grab some sort of a scoring tool. This is to make sure that the fold on the front side of the card looks nice. It also ensures the fact that it won't crack or peel, and it gives a very finished, beautiful edge. So you want to set that up so it's 4 inches and 4 inches, so you're going down the 8-inch side here. Just give it a nice, good crease. Just like that. I'm going to fold it over. You've got a beautifully done cardstock piece with no ripped edges. Excellent way to go. Now that you've got that folded, you're going to want to use the circle punch that you picked up and be able to punch a circle on one of the sides here. As you're looking at this of course would be the front side of the invitation. You're going to want to have your circle punch here. It's usually best to punch from the inside. So in this case, it would be here. I've already done one, and this is what it looks like. So now I've got my folded exterior piece of the invitation with my circle punch ready to go. Now for the interior pieces. You want to grab the blue teal colored piece and make sure you cut along these lines like I mentioned before. There are 2 per page, and there's a total of 200 of them. I've already gone ahead and cut one, and this is what it looks like. To apply this to the inside of the invitation, you're going to want to turn this over and just add a few pieces of glue dot areas. I use glue dots. There's other ones you can have available. These I just find are the easiest to use as well as the quickest. You don't need to apply it along the entire edge, just along a couple key points. These are very, very sticky, and so you don't need to worry about them falling off. I typically do on the corners and 1 on each side, and 2 small spots in the middle, just like that. Take your invitation piece that you've already made the back piece for, lay it down, making sure that your circle punch is in the top left corner, and adhere your interior piece to the inside of the invitation. Easy. Now from here, if you do have a photo already printed, this would be a great place where this would go. I have one of Robert and I would place it here so that when the invitation is closed, your circle punch fits over the photo. I did the text so you can have a 2.5 by 3.5 inch photo. It's a standard wallet size, and that will fit perfectly on the inside of the invitation. Now for the information detail section. As you noted, I did print all of these up. There's 2 sets per page, and they are reversed, so you want to make sure you have those cut well. Again, there's also the guidelines here to cut upon, and that will help your invitation go easier. I've already gone ahead and cut some. You'll want to use photo corners, clear ones if it's possible, and just attach them, not completely smushed on there, like that, but offset a little bit. It makes it easier for people to pull the information out without damaging the card or the information inside, but yet still holds them securely in place while en route. So I place my invitation pieces on there like this. line it up so where I want it, along the edge. And press the photo quarters firmly into place. Just like that. Once you put the information on the inside and everything's secure in place, you want to make sure that you have your photo in place too. I'll lightly tack mine in. For yours, you're going to want to make sure that you do full strip across the bottom and the top. Photo paper tends to be a little less sticky than some other papers, so you make sure you have it securely in place. I've tacked mine in the corners just to hold it in place for the moment. Place it evenly from the top and the bottom, and centered from left to right between the text and the edge. Now when you flip it over, your photo will show right in the middle of that circle cut. Now for the belly band. This is a little trickier, so hang in there. You want to cut a 1.5 by 8.5 inch strip. This is made to go perfectly around the outside of the card and to tuck back and loosely sit with a slight tack on there to hold it in place to give it the illusion of being fully circular and fully held in place. Your guests will easily be able to pop that off and open up the invitation. To do this, you want to start slightly below the halfway point on the invitation. That's where you want this to be, the top part to be. Noting that, you want to leave about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch of open space, not tacked down. That's going to be a loose area. So, starting here, I'm going to place adhesive across the top. I'm going to work my way down about halfway and put another strip of adhesive at the bottom. This is to hold it in place until I figure out the final positioning. Now, flipped over again, place it just below halfway down the card, and move your fingers up, tack it into place. Loosely folding it on the back side, lightly tuck it over, and let the adhesive stick to it. You don't want to have these too tight. If you do, the invitation will have problems opening. Now that I know where the bottom of my card is, I'm going to fold this back and put some glue at the very bottom. Now my belly band is fully secured to the invitation. We're not quite done yet. Now you need to take your purple ribbon and do the exact same thing. In this case, you can do the full length of the ribbon on the back side and attach it the full length of the belly band. It's important that you attach the paper first, because if you attach the ribbon with it before you attach it to the paper, it'll be too tight. Simply attach the ribbon to the paper, same way you did this last time. Again, making sure that it's lightly tacked and gently done along the back side. Perfect. Now comes the final piece. Take a pair of scissors and do an angle cut. This gives your invitation a very beautiful, formal look. It's very desirable. And you can do the same thing to the bottom as well. And now, you're set. All you need to do now is very lightly tack, particularly if you have a repositionable glue instead of a permanent style. Tack the paper lightly on the inside and also on the top. With repositionable, you can open this and reposition as many times as you need to make sure it's perfect. It also allows your guests to be able to easily open the invitation. And you're done. Congratulations, and thanks so much for using cards made by me. Thank you.